What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a Christmas gift guide video. We're going to cover 15 items that you can maybe get for your significant other, or maybe send this video to somebody to give them an idea on what to get you. So let's jump into the video. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with a category I like to call everyday carry. It's not a new thing. EDC items. These are items that I personally have with me on a pretty regular basis. So first one being a SOG pocket knife. Good pocket knife is always good to have. You can cut stuff on a daily basis. It's super lightweight. It's got partly serrated, box cutter front end. I always just carry a good pocket knife with me. Everyone likes a pocket knife, so maybe a pocket knife might be something you want to get for somebody. Nice little belt clip here. It's got a locking mechanism to keep the blade from opening up. And then fits nicely in your pocket. It's got a flat profile, so it's not bothersome when you're sitting down. Good little item. Second item on everyday carry is a Leatherman utility tool. It's called the Surge. When I was growing up as a kid, my dad always had a Leatherman strapped to his side. And I've had several different types of Leathermans over the years. This is my most recent one. It was actually a gift given to me. But this is the Surge, which I believe is kind of one of their bigger items. So, this thing's got pliers, it's got wire strippers, it's got wire cutters. It's got 4 different types of blades. One being a kind of serrated edge, so you can cut some, more, harder stuff. A regular straight edge. And we've got a pair of scissors on it too. You never know when you need to cut something, so that's kind of cool having some scissors there. What else we got on this thing? We've got a saw blade. I've actually cut through a few 2x4s with this little bitty 3-inch serrated edge, and it's a very impressive little blade, little saw blade there. Opening it up, we've got a Phillips and flathead screwdriver. It's a flip edge, or a flipping kind of quick disconnect there. But Phillips and flathead screwdriver. We've got a bottle opener or can opener. Actually, it's one and the same. You never know, you might need to open up a can of beans somewhere. And then go to the other side here. We've got basically a little pick, a bigger flathead, or maybe like a pry bar. It's a little thicker on the metal, so you can pry some stuff without worrying about damaging the actual tool. And then a pick. So again, a good multi-tool. You can do all sorts of stuff with this thing. Good Leatherman have strapped with you. That's a good item there too. So maybe that might be something you want to get for somebody. And all the links to these items will be in the description as well. Next on the everyday carry is an Olight Baton LED rechargeable flashlight. It's a tiny little profile. It's about the size of my palm. It's got a few different settings. It's got a battery indicator on the front of it. You can hold the button down, it gets bright, dim, full power. Tap it twice, it goes to super high power. If you're in an emergency situation, let's see, 1, 2, 3, you 3 tap it, and you've got kind of like a strobe, so deterring people off. Again, a good little flashlight's always good to have. Nice little belt clip, removable from the light itself, but again, it's a small enough profile where in your pocket it's not uncomfortable. Good little Christmas item here. Rechargeable. I've had this thing for a couple years actually, and it's been an awesome little flashlight. I have this on every single trip. All right, next on the everyday carry is a Trayvax wallet. Trayvax is an American company. This is all genuine leather, and then the main structure of it is steel. Got a little belt clip in the back, or money clip in the back rather, not belt clip. You can put some money behind here. It's got a little buckle to keep it closed off. Quick access for your cards. Trayvax actually calls these heirloom items. They basically intend for you to buy something like this, use it for years and years and years, and pass it down to somebody, grandson, son, daughter, whatever. What's also cool, my favorite part, is it's got a bottle opener integrated into the wallet. So you don't have a bottle opener, pop a beer open, or a cold refreshment, whatever. Anyway, Trayvax wallet, good item here. I've had this thing for 3 years. It's with me every single day in my pocket. And it's, again, nice and flat. It's not bulky, it's not uncomfortable when you're sitting down on a long trip. Sticks in my back pocket, good item. All right, last on the everyday carry set of items is a Nalgene 32-ounce water bottle. And this one is pretty beat up. It's, you know, it's not shiny and pretty anymore. I literally have this with me every single day. Again, it's a BPA-free bottle, 32 ounces. It's got a wide mouth up top so you can fill it quickly and drink quickly. Indicator on the back shows basically ounces and milliliters to kind of track how much water you consume for the day. Again, certain situations, this might be all the water you have, so you know, good to kind of track what you're drinking. Personally, I try to consume about a gallon of water a day. So, you know, 4 of these is a gallon. So that's kind of a nice measuring point for me to know that once I've consumed 3 to 4 of these, that's, you know, my minimum water requirement for the day. This thing is super durable. It's been dropped. I think we actually dropped it down inside of a rocky mountainside in Colorado not too long back, but great little item there. Nalgene water bottle. Okay, next on the guide is gonna be tech. We're gonna cover a few tech items that I have with me pretty consistently. First item being a portable power station. What's a portable power station, right? Well, a lot of times I do trips off grid and, you know, granted the vehicle, whatever vehicle I'm driving at the time, you know, obviously there's places to charge in that, but you know, there's times where you're at camp or maybe in the tent or wherever you're at, even if maybe an emergency situation where, you know, there's no power at your house, or I don't know, I mean, wherever you just don't have any power readily available, a portable power station is just that. It's portable power. This is one by Midland. It's a 1,000 watt unit. We've got a AC, you know, outlet here with 2 110 plugs. Power button to turn everything on. Up top, there's an LED in case you don't have any lights. You can turn on that, see what you're doing. There's 5-volt Type A USBs, 2 of them for regular charging of like cell phones, stuff like that, which I think is really cool. We've got 2 Type C USBs, which seems to be the more common USB these days. One's at 20 volts, you can charge a laptop. You know, we do a lot of editing and stuff on the road sometimes, so being able to charge camera gear, mics, phones, GoPros, whatever, this gives you the option to do so. I also will run my fridge off of this quite frequently too. So we've got a traditional cigarette 12-volt inlet here. You can run power off of that. There's 2 different ways you can charge it. You can charge it from your vehicle, which does take a little longer than you might like, I guess. Or there's a quick charge unit which will charge the whole unit in about an hour. And then you can run, I think I ran a fridge off of this for like 3 days before. So good little unit there. It's got fans inside. This particular one is in a watertight case, which is cool. So if you are somewhere where, I don't know, it gets wet, it gets, drop in a river or something, it's not gonna damage it. So portable power station, awesome unit. Next on the tech list, who doesn't like tunes, right? This is a JBL Extreme. I've had this thing for, gosh, 5.5, 6 years. It has literally been South Texas to Canada. It's been to California. This thing has been all over the country. It's hung on the back of my truck for days on end. I think one time I actually left it in the bed of the truck. It rained. It's Bluetooth rechargeable. What's also cool too is in a pinch, if you need to charge your cell phone or device, it's got 2 USBs on the rear of it so you can charge off of it. You can pair it to other units, so if you want to really jam out at camp or at the beach or wherever you're at, this allows you to do so. Really cool unit. We actually use this a lot. This is a really cool device. Good Christmas item. All right, camp lights, right? Who needs lighting's always good to have. This is a headlamp that is basically, you can fasten it to your hat. At camp, for me personally, we're sitting around a fire and it's usually dark. Besides your firelight, when you're walking to go to the truck or go to the restroom or get some food, having a good headlight is key. That way you can see where you're walking, you don't roll an ankle, you don't step on a critter or a snake or something like that. A good headlamp is a good item to have. This one particularly, it's got kind of more of an area lighting with several different LEDs up top. You can adjust the brightness by holding the power button, so you can have a lot more light. Change the modes. It's got a red lamp in the front and then a spotlight. So if you need to see a more precise area further in front of you, that allows you to do so. And then it is rechargeable too, which is one of my favorite features about it. I don't like headlamps that you got to replace the battery, because then you got to take batteries with you. This one is rechargeable via USB, and it lasts quite a while too. I think I've gone 3 or 4 days using it a lot at nighttime and never had to charge it. So great little item there. Cheap, affordable, good stocking stuffer. Highly recommend. Okay, next on the tech list is Midland X-Talker walkie-talkies. These are GMRS. They're not a CB frequency. They're a 15-watt handheld walkie-talkie. I've talked, I think, 3 miles apart with these before. I haven't needed to try it further than that, but I have talked 3 miles apart. These are a great little device, or set of devices, so you can have as many as you need on one channel and talk amongst each other. We use them a lot for spotting on a trail. If you're, in a situation where you can't really see what you're doing, somebody gets out, allows you to communicate from in and outside of the vehicle to help pick a line, make sure you're not going to drive over something. Or again, if you're at camp, just kind of walking around, somebody wants to go get some firewood, or whatever the case is, a good handheld walkie-talkie is a great item to have. On every single trip, I always have these with me. Typically, we'll meet up with a bunch of different people, and sometimes we'll have hams or a GMRS frequency handheld radio. Sometimes people don't have radio, and I can hand them one so they can talk back and forth to each other. I think these are $150. I don't really remember how much they are, but the link is in the description. Great little device. They are rechargeable too. Again, I don't like bringing batteries with me. I like rechargeable devices. That way I can just charge them up, use them. Same thing, the battery span on these is actually pretty significant too. I don't know exactly how long they last, but I know I've used them a lot on a 2-day period and didn't charge either one of them for 2 days. So that's how I reference charge time, is just how long I use them for. So good idea for, a gift. Last item on the tech list, a GoPro. Everyone likes a camera, right? I know that you can do so many things with one of these little devices. The GoPro 9 Black is what this is. I know the 10 just came out. I haven't used one of those before, but if it's any better than the 9, I can only imagine it being a great little camera. But waterproof little action cam. We use these a lot on the trail to get some trail footage. I've vlogged with these before as well, so you can do a little media mod and have a mic on it. You can add a light to it too. A little camera is always good to have. If you say you don't like a little camera, you're lying. So again, I think these are about $400 now, $350 if you do the subscription with GoPro. But again, good little device, great camera, super reliable. They've been around for a long time, waterproof, and just to capture your memories, like look back at it. All right. I think we're on the last segment. This is a segment I like to call outdoor adventure items, or camp, overland, whatever. There's a lot of different terms these days for it. But first item on the list for outdoor adventure, camp, overland, quote unquote items is a brand called Stanley. Stanley is one of those brands that's really near and dear to me, because my old man used to carry a Stanley thermos everywhere he went. So I buy a lot of Stanley stuff. This is their Adventure Cook Series kit. This is a really neat thing, because I used to pack a whole lot of kitchenware when I'd go on my trips. You're like, why you got just a pot, right? Well, it's not just a pot. So you've got a ventable lid up top. You open it up, you've got a bunch of items inside. We've got a skillet where you can cook with, which is really cool. It's got a thick stainless steel base, so there's not going to be any warping issues with it like that. Inside of it, again, you're never usually, well, sometimes you're by yourself, but if you're not, or you're with your family, we've got 4 plates that you can, eat off of. Nice heavy-duty, BPA-free plastic there, 4 of those. Quick connect spatula, because you always need a spatula to cook, right? Quick connect spoon. It's like a magic trick. Just keep pulling stuff out of a hat, right? What do we got here? We got 4 more bowls, so if you have some, I don't know, what do you make at camp? Beans? Whatever. 4 bowls to eat that with. Down on the bottom, got a little rubber pad to keep things insulated if you're sitting it on the table. A little tray. This is a wash basin type of thing, so you can actually use the pot as a little sink, and then you can dry your items by flipping this over and sitting those kind of in there like so they'll air dry at camp, which is kind of cool. Not kind of cool, that's really cool. And then you've got 4 sporks. Sporks are so funny to me. It's like a hybrid eating utensil. And of course you've got your pot. You know, this is a 101 ounce or 3 liter pot you can cook in, boil water, and whatever you need to do at camp. I mean, this just got a big, nice stainless steel heavy duty pot. What's really cool is you saw before I opened everything up, it was a nice, tight, compact, packable unit. That way you're not having a bunch of junk in the back of your vehicle, you know, rolling around. You've got one thing that carries all of it. Great item here. Goes back. All right, next item, tumbler. It's a cup, not just any cup, it's a Stanley cup. Now, anyway, this is just a really cool heavy duty cup. I like whiskey, so, you know, either around camp or even at home. I use these at home a lot, actually. They're in my cupboard. I have like 6 of these. You know, super insulated Stanley cup, put your ice in there, pour a little whiskey, ginger ale, ginger whiskey, or whatever your drink of choice is. Just a good little cup, or if you've got, you know, maybe a keg, these are really great, you know, beer drinking cups that keep your beer super freaking frosty. Again, just a cool little Christmas item. It's not terribly expensive. I think these are like 20 bucks, if that. You know, good gift idea. Just can't go wrong with a cool cup at camp. Next on the list, a French press. I don't know about you, but I am a big coffee connoisseur. So, you know, if I'm at camp somewhere, I cannot start my day without coffee. And if you don't like coffee, just go ahead and unsubscribe. You can't be friends with me. Just kidding. Anyway, you don't boil with this, but you make it with this. So you don't put this over a flame and cook or try to boil your coffee. Anyway, you put your coffee grounds inside here. The press is built into the lid. And you put the lid on like so, and then, you know, if you've used a French press before, you just press it down, and then you pour your coffee. That's basically it in a nutshell. Just a, you know, super insulated French press, so you can make more than just 1 cup of coffee. You can make, you know, coffee for, you know, a few people, and it'll stay nice and hot while you're all consuming your coffee. Okay, big item. This one isn't as cheap as the rest of them. However, when people ask me what my favorite or must-have item is on every single one of my trips on Instagram, this is it. This is a ARB 50 quart 12 volt refrigerator or freezer. You know, I don't know if you go to the beach or whatever you might do, you know, and putting food in an ice chest with ice and water and stuff. It's really good for a few hours, but things start to melt. Then you got a nice big sloppy water pool of food and drinks. I'm not a fan of that. So what this is, this allows you to have a literal refrigerator on hand all the time. So I've had this specific fridge for 5.5 years. It literally lived in the bed of my Tacoma. Gosh, 3 years. It went, again, same thing all over the, not world, but all over the United States. It went from South Texas to Canada. It got bouncing around in Moab. This thing has been an absolute beast. Up front, quick connect handles to release everything. It's all sealed off, so everything stays nice and insulated. It's got a, the lid comes off, so you know, bigger items, or if you need to clean it, you can do so. There's a light inside of it too, so if you're at nighttime, you can kind of see what's inside the fridge. Over here in the front, you've got your temperature selectors, so you can adjust the temperature. Again, it's a fridge or freezer, so you can run it you know, down to 0 basically, and you can take ice cream with you wherever you drive. Again, just can't go wrong with the fridge. Keeping your food inside. You can pack a little more food generally in a smaller area because you don't have to have 10 or 20 pounds of ice inside your cooler. It's just food. So again, this is literally my favorite item, and I will always have a fridge with me on hand anywhere I go, especially if I'm going on like a camping or overland trip. So again, more on the pricier side of the gift guide, however, a must-have. Good gift. So this wasn't a planned item, but you know, my backpack was sitting back there, you know, with all of the gear that we brought to do this video, and I thought, you know what, I always have my backpack with me like every single day. And this backpack is a Peak Design everyday slash camera bag slash travel bag. I've packed for 7 days out of this thing before. So I've been in rain, it's been thrown on the ground, it's been all over the place. Really cool backpack, super durable. The zippers are, you know, got a little watertight seal on them. They're an easy zip. Store your laptop inside there, iPad, whatever it is you carry with you. It's just a really good durable backpack. You know, I like bags. I have probably too many bags actually, but you know, it's expandable up to I think 45 liters. So there's a lot of room by unsnapping the top up here, and then if you need even more space, you can unzip these main zips here, and it will allow it to expand another couple inches. So again, I've packed a lot of stuff in this bag before, camera gear and clothing. So little bonus item there, Peak Design 45 liter everyday backpack. Great item. I think these are about 300 bucks now. They have a smaller one that's a 20 liter, which is also nice. I think I might get one of those just for my camera gear. But again, good backpack. Everything is super durable, heavy duty nylon straps and belt buckle, buckle things. Everything's metal, there's no plastic on it. So good bonus item, backpack. Link is in the description for this as well. Yeah, good gift idea. All right guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this, you know, these items helped you maybe decide on some gifts for whoever it is you're buying gifts for, or if not yourself. You know, like the video if you like the video. I invite you guys to subscribe. We're gonna be trying to bring you guys weekly videos, either vlogs or stuff like this, gear reviews, or if you want to see stuff specific, you can drop a comment below. You know what, actually, let's do a giveaway. If this video gets, we'll do something easy, 100 likes. How about that? 100 likes, I will give an Olight flashlight to a random person who comments in the video below. So drop a comment what your favorite item is, or if you have any of these items, I will pick one of you guys at random if this video gets 100 likes. I've never done this before, so it might be something new. Little rechargeable LED flashlight, talked about in the video. You know, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.